that time, you know, we haven't had any problems. We got new management. We've been closing early. There haven't been any problems. And as far as all the visits at the certain dates, Mr. Guy did inform me that those people who were on premises were promoters, were security. They were people waiting to get paid after the bar closed. I'm not sure, many bars, some type of entertainment facilities, they turn on music, they clean, whatever it is they need to do, but not necessarily are they conducting businesses. Not saying that what she was doing was correct, but we have remedied it, and we ask for a waiver of the violations, the $500 violations each, and we also ask for a waiver of the 3-day suspension. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, a yes vote upholds the decision by the Office of Alcohol and Noise Control. Please call for the vote.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5? Yes. District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8? Yes. District 9? Yes. District 1? Yes. District 2? Yes. The motion is approved. Appeal of the decision by the Office of Alcohol and Noise Control for Upgrade Your Smoke LLC, Oasis Hookah Lounge, located at 111 Mimosa Place, Lafayette, Louisiana, September 13th, 2018. 1-day suspension, violation of Section 6-94, 1-day suspension, violation of Section 6-170, 1-day suspension, violation of Section 6-71A.
Ms. Leger, just a real quick overview. I'm assuming that these are the suspensions or correlate with the fines and the same dates. Is that
Correct.
correct?
The original one, the one you previously voted on, was for August the 26th.
Okay.
This one here was for a violation on September 13th.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Seeing no, Councilman Terrio?
I'd like to make a motion to deny the appeal.
Need a second? Second by Councilman Conk. Ms. Williams, any public comments?
Ms. Barra, would you like to come up again?
Fair guys, once again, I just ask you guys to waive, please, the second violation. Once again, for the reasons stated before for the August 26th date.
Councilman Terrio?
From what I understand, from what I heard you telling us, is that you remedied the problem after it was addressed by our officials.
As soon as we had the informal hearing and we found out, I mean, yes, the violations were there, but Mr. Guy, he didn't know. I mean, obviously I know ignorance of the law is not an excuse, right. But once again, I mean, he paid the $17.50 fee, and once again, it's just, he didn't know. I mean, he looked for the code, he didn't know where it was. He fired the employee that was causing the problems immediately. His business actually suffered tremendously due to the violations, due to the altercations. He actually lost money in the business. So then now if he's going to have to pay these penalties along with the suspension, I mean, it's already, his business is already struggling as it is. I mean, he's been a loyal business owner of this community since 2014 without any problems, hired a bad seed, then, you know, he had to get rid of her, and now he's still dealing with things on top of the violations, on top of the forgery of the checks and whatnot.
Well, we understand that, ma'am, but it goes to show that the individual that was there at the time was a representative of the company. That's why it is so very important that you find somebody that represents your company in the way in which you would desire them to do so. So, again, this was remedied after the fact. We apologize for that, but our people have done the right thing here, and that I don't know what else to tell you other than be very careful who you put in certain very important positions.
Could we possibly have a reduction on the fees or reduction on the suspension days?
I see none indicated here. Any council members willing to do that?
Excuse me? What was that?
I do not see anyone wishing to chime in on any reductions or the dates.
All right, thank you.
Please call for the vote.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
District 9,
Yes.
District 1, District 2,
Yes.
District 3.
Yes.
The motion to deny the appeal is approved.
Cindy, please read the announcements of vacancies on boards and commissions.
Due to resignation, a vacancy exists on the Keep Lafayette Beautiful Committee for the remainder of an unexpired 2-year term through November 30th, 2020. Due to expiration, a vacancy will exist on the Alarm Review Board for a 4-year term effective February 1st, 2019. Applicants must be a minority as defined by Louisiana Revised Statute 382233.2. Due to expiration, a vacancy will exist on the Emergency Medical Services Advisory Board for a 4-year term effective March 1st, 2019. Individuals wishing to submit a resume for the above volunteer vacancies must be a registered voter and a resident of Lafayette Parish. Yearly ethics training for all appointees is required as is financial disclosure under certain circumstances. Resumes are to be forwarded to Veronica L. Williams, Clerk of the Council, P.O. Box 4017-C, Lafayette, Louisiana 70502, or email to bclafayette@lafayettela.gov no later than noon, Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019, with appointments to be made on February 5th, 2019.
Consider appointment by the council as a whole to boards and commissions. Cindy, please read.
Appointment to the Alarm Review Board for a 4-year term effective January 1st, 2019. Nomination list received from the Louisiana Life Safety and Security Association.
I'd like to ask for a nomination.
Mr. Chair, you can list the names of the nominees.
The resumes received for consideration are from David Allen, Kristen Hebert, Joey Lejeune, Daniel Lemoyne. David Allen and Kristen Hebert are the incumbents. Councilman Castile.
To nominate Kristen Hebert.
Councilman Castile nominates Kristen Hebert. Seeing none others. Any public comments on the appointment? Call for the vote.
District 5,
Hebert.
District 6,
Hebert.
District 7, District 8, District 9, District 1, District 2, District 3, District 4. Kristen R. Hebert is the appointee. Appointment to the Alarm Review Board for a 4-year term effective January 1st, 2019. Nomination list received from the Louisiana Life Safety and Security Association.
The resumes received for consideration in the resume of which were not appointed number 25, David Allen, Joey Lejeune, Daniel Lemoyne. David Allen and Kristen Hebert are the incumbents. However, Kristen Hebert has already been selected. Ms. Cook,
That's what I was going to do. I'd like to nominate David Allen.
seeing no other nominations, can we please, any public comment on the nominee?
No, sir.
Please call for the vote.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7, District 8, District 9, District 1, District 2, District 3, District 4, District 5.
Allen.
David Allen is the appointee. Appointment to the Board and Zoning Adjustment for a 3-year term effective February 1st, 2019.
The resumes received for consideration are from Roman or Ramona, and I apologize, Francesca, Melissa, I'm going to take a whirl at it, Llewellyn. No incumbent submission. I'd like to ask for a nomination. Councilman Conk.
Mr. Chair, I nominate Melissa Llewellyn.
Councilwoman Hebert.
I'd like to nominate Raymond Fonseca.
Both Fonseca and
Brett
Llewellyn.
Smith.
Any public comments on the appointments? Call for the vote.
District 7, District 8,
Fonseca.
District 9,
Antigua.
District 1, District 2, District 3, District 4, District 5,
Llewellyn.
District 6. Melissa Llewellyn is the appointee. Approval of Andrea Barron's reappointment to the Lafayette Preservation Commission for a 4-year term effective September 1st, 2018. This appointment was made by the Lafayette Mayor President requiring council approval.
This is a direct appointment by the Mayor President's office, but does not require approval of the council.
But does require.
But does, I'm sorry. Does it? Council discussion. Seeing none. Any public comment?
No, sir.
Call for the vote.
District 8,
Yes.
District 9,
Yes.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7. The motion is approved.
We'll now move to appointments by council members, Mayor President, and/or any other direct appointing authority.
Mayor President appointed Judy Terzadas to keep Lafayette beautiful for a 2-year term effective January 1st, 2019.
We'll move to introductory ordinance. A motion and a second from the council to introduce ordinances 34 and 35 in globo. Motion by Councilwoman Cook, second by Councilman Terrio. Cindy, please read.
Ordinance 1, 2019, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the Unified Development Code and the official map of the City of Lafayette, providing for the annexation of additional land into the corporate limits of the City of Lafayette, Louisiana, case number ZON 2018-0032, 100 block of Reynolds Drive, specifically known as 119 Reynolds Drive annexation, located generally north of Reynolds Drive, north of I-10 West, and west of North University Avenue, and assigning a zoning classification of commercial heavy. Ordinance 2, 2019, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council providing for the abandonment of a portion of Gaithright Street right-of-way in Pine Acres subdivision.
Seeing no council discussion, is there any, excuse me, Councilman Nakam?
Yes, on item number 34, is that land currently unincorporated area that's being annexed into the city of Lafayette? And is there any proposed business coming?
Sorry, Daniel Road Development and Planning. I apologize. Sorry, can you repeat the question, please? I'm
Problem.
sorry.
When this comes back up for final on item 34,
Yes,
is this land currently in the unincorporated area
yes,
and is being annexed into the city of Lafayette?
yes.
And the classifications being changed, is that due to an application of a business or some type of,
yes.
yes? Okay. All right. I will be voting no on this, on all annexations moving forward until legal has gotten with me in regards to this. This has been an ongoing issue with the unincorporated area, and we're struggling to pay parish services, and I'm going to stand strong and hard moving forward and not support any annexations until we, as a government or council, can figure out the deficit, because the more annexation takes place, this revenue's coming in, we're losing the revenue to take care of business. So I'm tired of talking about annexation being a problem in the unincorporated areas and how money's walking out the door, and yet we're still getting the bill to fit the services. So push come to shove, something's got to stop. So I'm not trying to hurt the city. I'm trying to protect the parish at this point.
Understood.
Especially with the election results. So, and I will continue to work with legal, and matter of fact, I'll ask the chairman later to bring it up a discussion item, or if you can get with me, Mr. Escott, on some of the things I had set in motion to get information on what we can do to do shared revenue, so that something would be in place that the annexation can go through, but any type of revenue sharing within the city and the parish could be considered in the future to stop the bleeding would be what I'm looking for. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Robideau?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would just like to add that, or ask as much as anything else, that that Councilman Nakan and legal, when they talk about this, I don't want Lafayette, the city, to be treated any differently than the other municipalities. And if we don't have authority of when they annex and what control over when they annex unincorporated areas for the same reason, and that they're able to do that freely without any involvement by this governing authority, it just seems to put the city of Lafayette now in an unfair position that that we're going to treat the city of Lafayette one way, but the other municipalities are free to annex anytime they see an opportunity to grab unincorporated land. So let's make sure to look at it as holistically as possible throughout Lafayette Parish, so that everybody's treated the same way, because Mr. Nakan is correct in that the parish is the one that suffers from all of the annexations, and any kind of conversation that can be had as it relates to shared revenue going forward from any municipality that's trying to acquire some of that property, I think is more appropriate than if it's just singling out the city of Lafayette. I just wanted to get that on the record, that as we're having a conversation, let's make it as robust a conversation as possible.
No, absolutely. I want to extend that welcome to all the mayors and all those small towns. And you're exactly right. I'm not trying to cripple the city of Lafayette, but something needs to be done across the board. And if that's to come with a resolution and all the small towns agree not to annex anything until we can resolve this, then ideally that would be the right thing to do. And that's definitely what I want. I'm not trying to hold the city of Lafayette hostage or make it unfair, but I would like to join with you in reaching out to the municipalities along with our legal department to say, hey, you know, it's not fair if we stop annexing in the city of Lafayette to try to fix something and you guys continue to annex. You're right. That's not the objective, and that's not the goal that I want. You know, naturally I would like to see everyone just put a freeze to it and let us come together as a unit and figure out what's the proper way moving forward. If it can be done, that's what I'm shooting for, you know, but by all means, I'm not trying to, you know, and you agree with me, and we agree on the same thing. It's just how do we get there is kind of where the direction we need to go.
Yeah,
and I
just wanted to get that other side on the record so that everyone knows that's listening that that's what we're working towards, getting answers to, what our options may or may not be.
Absolutely. Thank you. That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Escott, can we, and this is something you don't have to answer now, but for later, it just piques my curiosity. If I own some property and I want to be annexed, can you stop me from being annexed if that's my property in a particular area? Don't answer. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just curious now, like Councilman Nakan said, the property owner wants to be annexed. Can we not allow him to be annexed?
I think you have a vote on whether you approve the annexation.
Okay, thank you. That answers my question.
Sorry, Jerry.
Councilman Terrio.
Yeah, just to follow up from what Mr. Escott said and Mr. Robideau said, is that currently, Mr. Escott, LCG, Lafayette is the only ones that comes before this council for annexation of unincorporated areas.
The city of, right.
The city of Lafayette, so which means that Youngsville, Carencro, Scott, Dussault, and anybody else, they do not come before this council. And the annexations are done without us having a say-so. So that is something we need to look at to see if we as a body can provide something that allows this council or a future parish council to have a say-so for any annexations whatsoever.
Well, I don't think that's what, I think the objective or the goal is that not a transfer of power, so to speak, from the individual city councils and their ability to annex to this body. The notion being that it's a cooperative
Right.
process where each municipality agrees, along with City of Lafayette, to enter into some shared agreement related to Parish retaining some of those tax dollars as opposed to it all going to the city of the one that is annexing that particular area.
And I'd like to see an agreement by both sides if possible.
Well, it would require a parish-wide, there's basically, just in rough format, I can give you an idea that generally speaking, you can do it two ways. One, you could create a district, parish-wide district, and then have a parish-wide vote by the voters as to whether or not they agree that they would be willing to share tax dollars between the city and the parish, even in newly annexed property, right? Or you could do it another way and not worry about creating a district and simply have an election called by each municipality for its own voters within that city of whether or not they would agree to enter into a cooperative endeavor agreement that shares or creates some sharing understanding between the parish and their city on newly annexed properties going forward. So that's the two options.
Okay, but let's back up a step. Lafayette, the city of Lafayette, when they want to annex something, it comes before this body.
Absolutely.
Say if Broussard wanted to annex, 500 acres of land in the unincorporated.
We don't see it.
We don't see it, and it never comes in front of anybody.
Not this council.
Not this council, but it goes before, say, Broussard, and Broussard does not have to address anybody on a parish level in order to annex it.
That's correct.
So, and I'm not trying to stop anybody from doing what they're normally doing, but there's the issue is that it seems like here Lafayette's the only one that has to go before this board in order to annex from the unincorporated area of the parish, but every other municipality does not, I'm not saying come before us, but like you said, we need to figure out some kind of way to where technically Lafayette Consolidated Government, as it is today, is the city of Lafayette and the unincorporated, correct? So then why are we as a government have no control over somebody else taking parts of what we are supposed to be the governing authority of?
I think it comes down to what the state statutes on annexation process dictates.
But you understand my premise in that
Sure.
It seems like Lafayette's the only one that's being, binded into an obligation here, but others can come in freely and just take up bits and pieces of what we're supposed to govern.
Well, I suppose technically the city of Lafayette comes to its council, which just happens to be a consolidated council. It's no different than the city of Broussard going to the city of Broussard council. They just don't have a consolidated council.
Right,
So-
but they're in the city of Broussard though, and they have a boundary set. So
Sure.
anything outside that boundary is our governing authority. We control that property.
Well, technically, you control the entire parish, including land inside the city of
Right.
Broussard.
You and my premise though.
Yeah.
In dealing with the
Right.
unincorporated and annexations. All right, good discussion. We'll have one. Thank you so much.
Councilman Castillo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I used to work for a city in another life. And when annexations took place, which was very little when we did it, a letter was sent to the parish president, and at the time, the parish president would sign and approving because state statute more or less forced him to sign it. He could not be denied. So that's what me and Mr. Robideau were just talking about on both sides of this issue. So we might need some clarity on it. But I recall when we did a couple of annexations in the Carencro area, the parish president had to sign off on it, and he couldn't deny it because of state statute. And we checked with a couple of reps in Baton Rouge, and that's how it goes. So we may need to adjust Baton Rouge a little bit. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Williams, any public comment on the in-global items?
No, sir.
Please call for the vote.
District 9,
Yes.
District 1, District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4, District 5,
Yes.
District 6? District 7? District 8? The motion to introduce is approved.
I'd like to adjourn the regular council meeting. I will now call this meeting to order for the LPPA. Cindy, please read.
Resolution LPPA 155, a resolution of the Lafayette Public Power Authority adopting a Louisiana compliance questionnaire as a required part of Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government's annual financial and compliance audit.
Motion and a second, please. Motion by Councilman Nakhan, second by Councilman Conk. Seeing no council discussion. Ms. Williams, any public comment on
No,
this
sir.
resolution? Please call for the vote.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9? The motion is approved.
This meeting is adjourned. I'd like to call the Rural Fire Protection District meeting to order.
Okay, Mr. Chair.
Stop right there. And Veronica.
Okay, Mr. Nakhan is the chair of the Rural Fire District, so Mr. Nakhan would have to call the Rural Fire District to order.
Thank you. I'm going to hit the gavel to close my meeting.
All right. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Lafayette Rural Fire Protection District. We have a district with no funding. Congratulations. So at this time, we need to elect a chair and then a treasurer and a secretary, treasurer/secretary. So I'll ask for nominations for the 2009 Lafayette Rural Fire District Chair. Councilman Castillo, you have the floor.
I'd like to nominate Mr. Nakhan.
Thank you so much. Such a great district, a lot of funding. All right, call the vote on the chair. Any other nominations? Seeing none, can you go ahead and call the vote?
Yeah, there's a whole council board, just.
Because we're the fire, we're the whole council. Everybody has to vote. We're all in the district. Yep, go ahead, call the vote.
District 2?
District 2.
District 3? District 4? District 5? District 6? District 7? District 8? District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
Kevin Nakhan is the 2019 LRFD Chair.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate that. We'll use that title for the upcoming election year, you know. You know, it's a great honor. I appreciate it so much. We'll have a lot of meetings this year in regards to this. We need to take nominations for it's treasurer/secretary for the Lafayette Rural Fire District. I'd like for someone to nominate Councilman Castillo, so we want to nominate him as the treasurer.
I'll nominate Castillo.
Okay, we have a nomination by Councilman Bellard to nominate Mr. Castillo to treasurer/secretary of the Lafayette Rural Fire District. Hey, I'm telling you, we got a lot. All right, call the vote. Call the vote.
District 3? District 4? District 5? District 6?
Yes.
District 7? District 8? District 9? District 1?
Absolutely.
District 2? Jay Castile is a 2019 Treasurer Secretary.
All right. That's it? We're done? Wait, what? We have a resolution. Cindy, please read the resolution.
Resolution LRFD 2, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners for the Lafayette Rural Fire District, providing for canvassing the returns and declaring the results of the special election held in the Lafayette Rural Fire District, Parish of Lafayette, State of Louisiana, on Saturday, December 8th, 2018, to authorize a new special tax therein.
Need a motion? The second. Motion by Councilman Castillo, second by Councilman Lewis. Any public comment? Anybody? All right. Please call the vote.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4? District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7? District 8?
Yes.
District 9? District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
The motion is approved.
Meeting adjourned. All meetings adjourned. Thank you. Have a good evening. Happy New Year.
Congratulations, Councilman Bellard as chair and Councilman Lewis as vice chair. Thank you.
5-minute timer. I don't know why it's gonna sit. When I hit 5 minutes from the talk, it doesn't move.
Oh, no, Joe controls it.
He wasn't controlling it?
Yeah, he was.
Can I override it?
Well, we could set it to whereas if you want to, yeah, you can.
No, I don't need to.
Right, but,
I was sitting, you notice?
yeah, it does say it on your panel, but he controls it. The 5-minute clock.
I started talking like it's not working.
He kept hitting.
So, I don't worry about that.
We could make it.
No, I don't.